There you go. Now slide. Okay. Hey, y'all. So tonight for dinner we had hoagies. I went to Walmart and got us a big old loaf of Italian bread. Got some rye bread. Got all the deli meats and goodies. And we had some big old good sandwiches. As I was leaving to go to the checkout, some new Snickers caught my eye. So we're going to try these Snickers for y'all. We're going to try them all. We have 4 creamy peanut butter, 4 creamy butter, and 4 creamy maple almond butter. Okay. So we're going to start with peanut butter because there's only one type of peanut butter one. And you don't like peanut butter, so me and you will share one and I'll give Shaylin the whole one because these are in pieces. Hey, Blackstorm. Okay, so here you go. So me and Rayan are going to share one. I don't eat a lot of candy anyway. I'm going to take a bite and I'm done. She doesn't care for peanut butter like that. So this one's peanut butter, so we're going to share one. And then the baby got the whole thing. Why are you already eating? You're cheating. Shit, I already took a bite. Let your nose go. You can't taste holding your nose. Let's go. No.
1, 2, 3, go. Stop.
It still tastes like a Snickers, just with more peanut butter. I mean, it's thick. It's chunky peanut butter, in fact, because I was chewing on peanuts too. It's some really thick, rich peanut butter. It still tastes like a Snickers though, just a peanut butter Snickers. I've never had a peanut butter Snickers, but that's what that tastes like. Hold on. I gotta rinse some of that out. You know what I'm saying? You still put a whole nother piece in your mouth.
I have a napkin.
I don't have one.
I'm gonna take a shower afterwards.
They're all down over there somewhere.
So let's be there.
Come on, Shirley. The next, please don't try to eat the whole piece while we're doing the video. You can eat the rest afterwards, okay? Stop looking at that. All right, now we'll do the regular almond butter. Yeah, a lot of pecans in there. I mean, a lot of peanuts in there. I like Nestle Crunch and Kit Kat. I don't like Babe Ruth. I don't like peanuts like that. I will eat a Snickers, but this is the almond butter. Okay.
I want to see the inside.
You want me to cut yours?
Yeah. Ooh.
And there's what the inside looks like.
Mm. Mm.
It smells almondy. I love Mounds and Almond Joys too. I love coconut. All right, ready?
1, 2, 3, go. Salty. That's salty.
The butter is so thick. That's the reason why you get this in 4 pieces instead of a bar. That's a lot.
It's almond butter.
And it is salty. The almond butter is salty. Then, oh wait, let me show them. Okay, so the last one is maple almond butter. Thank you for subbing, DJ. Let's tear one in. Don't open the whole thing. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna cut this in 3 pieces because
Yay.
these are a lot. This is some strong flavors over here. We're gonna cut this one into 3rds.
That smells.
What's this one?
Maple almond butter. So this
It
one should
smells
have
like maple.
it's almond butter but with maple syrup.
It smells maple. 1, 2, 3, go. Kinda good.
If you ever had that Bit-O honey candy, BITO honey candy, this one tastes like. It tastes like Bit-O honey candy coated with chocolate. That's exactly what this tastes like. So if you like Bit-O honeys, get this one.
That one is strong. It left my maple syrup taste.
Yeah. If you like those Bit-O honey candies or those Mary Jane candies, either one, get this one right here. You will love this, Black Storm.
Now I gotta go take my shower.
Yeah. You will seriously love this one because that is what this tastes like to me. That is exactly what this tastes like. For real. Like, it's like the aftertaste that's in my mouth right now is like Cracker Jacks. You know that Cracker Jack flavor, that the molasses and the toasted peanut taste. That's what this is. That's exactly what this tastes like. That's exactly what this tastes like. But yeah, I got these at Walmart they were $1.79 each. $1.79. They're right up in front of the check yourself out registers. That's where they had these. Where they put all the new candy now, which is like in that long line of different stuff. This was a new candy that was out. Uh-oh, I dropped a piece. That's what this tastes like. If you like Bit O' Honey, Squirrel Nut Zippers, real Cracker Jacks, you will love this one. You seriously will. This one, the peanut butter, it's not as sweet and creamy as the Reese's peanut butter. This is a salty peanut. All the butters are salty. They're salty butters. Yeah, I remember the prizes. These are very salt. These are savory butters. You get the sweetness from the chocolate and the caramel that's in there, but that thick, and you gotta look how thick this layer of cream is that's in there. That's a lot of cream in there compared to that little bitty bit of caramel at the bottom. Almost just that little light brown area at the bottom. All the rest of that is peanut butter. Hey, Prime. All the rest of that is peanut butter. And just that very bottom strip is where there's some caramel. And then there's nuts down there too. So it's a thick, dense layer of peanut butter, almond butter, and maple almond butter. But they are thick, salty butter. They're not sweet at all. It kind of seems like it's more of a, like they did like a, you know, they made it like an all natural. They didn't add sugar to it. They added some salt and they didn't add any sugar. And it's dense. It's dense. It's some serious richness. But yeah, so that was that. That's what we had for today. We've already had our sandwiches. I still have some of mine over here. I haven't finished somewhere. Yeah, there's the rest of my sandwich. But they were so good. Oh, y'all. I found these today.
They're so good.
Simply Vidalia. And then they also had a jar that was just onions and pimento. Simply Vidalia. It was just all Vidalia onions and pimentos pickled, you know, in the brine. But this one is bread and butter pickles and veggies. This has Vidalia onions in it. It's got carrots in it. It's got the pimentos in there. And then it's got, you know, the cucumber, so pickle. And red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper. But these were so good. I put this on my sandwich and she was just eating. She ate all these pickles that are missing out of this jar. She ate all those. Because at first she said she didn't want any pickle. Then I made her taste one anyway. She ate all those pickles. She ate all those pickles by themselves. But this was so good. I'm gonna go back and buy just the onion one, just the onion by itself. I'm gonna buy that tomorrow. Because this was so good. Because this is not, it's not, you know, it's not sour. It's sweet. You know, Vidalia onions are sweet. This is sweet. This was good. Hey, Shell. But this is the first time I saw this today. And you got to remember, I work in marketing. I work in the grocery stores every day. I go to grocery stores every day, up and down the aisles, getting new stuff and giving samples and stuff of new products. These are brand new. These are brand new. But these were so darn good. I put pickles on my sandwich and some of the onion out of here and the bell pepper out of here. And then I also put olives on my sandwich. I don't like chocolate ice cream either, Doran. I do not like chocolate ice cream. I don't care much for chocolate cake. I will eat German chocolate cake because it's got coconut on it. But I can't stand if somebody makes a German chocolate cake and they put chocolate frosting on it. No, I won't eat that. Hey, Lizzle. And I can't stand if somebody claims that they're making a red velvet cake and they just dye a chocolate cake red. Red velvet cake is not chocolate. Red velvet cake is not a chocolate cake at all. And that makes me so mad. That's why I will not buy from random grocery stores or bakeries or anything like that. I will not buy a slice of red velvet for anything in the world. If I want red velvet, I'm making myself. Because every single time I've tried to give someone a chance and bought it, it was freaking, in fact, it's not even just plain chocolate. It's freaking devil's food chocolate, and they dyed it red. No, don't do that. Don't do that. It's like, no. Red velvet has like a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. That's all. No way, shape, or form can that make a chocolate cake. No way. Dorian, my favorite cookie is an oatmeal, raisin. No raisin. Oatmeal, pecan, Heath, chocolate chip cookie. And it's not necessarily the Heath with the chocolate. You know, you can get the brickle part, Heath pieces, the toffee. So Oreo cookie with pecans, chocolate chips, semi-sweet chocolate chips, and toffee, all in the cookie.
Sounds good. How do you make a turtle cookie?
A turtle cookie would be a chocolate cookie with caramel and pecans. I would rather a moist yellow cake with chocolate frosting. I would rather a yellow cake with chocolate frosting than a chocolate cake. If I do chocolate cake, then I need to have some butter pecan ice cream that I can put on top of the chocolate cake to give me some different flavor. We tried the Rocky Road Oreos. They were pretty good. They were pretty good. Iced apple Dutch cookie. I don't think I've ever seen those. Iced apple Dutch. You like the cinnamon rolls? I don't think I've ever seen those. I used to like those iced oatmeal cookies, those mother's iced oatmeal cookies. And then they had the iced, I think the other ones were ginger cookies, the pink ones were the little ones. I think those were gingers. And then the big round ones were the oatmeal with the white icing on them. I like a homemade vanilla, French vanilla, And then I like to add stuff to ice cream. I make my own ice cream. So I'll make a French vanilla base ice cream. And then I like to stir in like coconut pecans. Last summer I made one. It was coconut pecans and maraschino cherries. And it was good too. My ex had me make him some peanut butter ice cream. So I made a vanilla based ice cream, and then I melted peanut butter and blended that into ice cream. So I made peanut butter ice cream. Chocolate chip ice cream, because the girls like chocolate chip ice cream. I made them cookies and cream ice cream before. I made a mint chocolate chip ice cream before. And then the one my granny used to always make, which was she bought, it's called red soda. You know, it doesn't have flavor, it's just red, store brand red soda. She would make ice cream using red soda. Like you make like your vanilla base, and then you pour a bottle of red soda in and make ice cream with it. And I'll make that red. What flavor is it? Red. She didn't take the towel. Take one of those towels to the bathroom for Rayon, please. Oblong shaped and ice. The cookies that I remember when I was a kid, my favorite cookie, I called them Moon Man cookies. I don't know if that was really the name of them, but it was a round cookie and it had a man in the moon on the cookie. They were a big old round cookie about this big, and there was a man in the moon on the cookie. And my daddy would eat the man out of the cookie. He'd give me the man and he ate all the rest of the cookie, and he'd eat the man out of the cookie and give me the moon man. No, not a moon pie. I never did like moon pies. I couldn't stand moon pies. That's too much sugar. A cookie with marshmallow in the middle and then dipped in something else, that was too much for me. I never liked that sickly sweet kind of stuff. It was a sugar cookie, like a butter cookie. They were butter cookies, and it was a big butter cookie, but it had a moon man imprinted on it. It had a moon man on the little butter cookie. Now, it might have been made by the same company as the moon pies. That might be what that cookie is that's in the moon pie. It might be what that cookie is. It's in the moon pie, but it had the moon man was on the cookie, but it was just a plain butter cookie. That was my favorite cookie growing up. I love those things. And then the next was the oatmeal with the white icing on it. And then those little, I think they were ginger snap cookies. That's what I really think they are. Made by Mother's, but they had the pink icing, and they were the animal shapes, all the like the zoo, but it wasn't the plain animal cracker flavor. They were like ginger snap or something. And they had pink frosting on them. Light pink and dark pink, or light pink and fuchsia. I think what else? Yeah, they still make the windmill cookies. You can still buy those. They're made by Armor. You can still get those. The windmill, they're almond cookies. And English toffee. I used to like the English toffee ones too. And then me and my sweetie, we always talk about these Christmas cookies that we remember. They was little sugar cookies, but they had the red and green sugar sprinkles on them. And they were only out at Christmas time. But the ones that we get in the store now, that's not the same cookie. These were a completely different cookie. They had like their own unique flavor to the cookie. I don't know, maybe, I don't know if it was the sugar that was sprinkled on it or the cookie that had this flavor, but they were different. And they were only out at Christmas time. They were little Christmas cookies. And the cookie was white, but it had the red and green sprinkles on them. But they had this, I don't know if they tasted like nutmeg, if they tasted like cinnamon, allspice. I don't know. They had some kind of taste. They were not normal flavored. Like they had this unique flavor to that cookie. And both of us remember those cookies from when we were little. And we're always trying, every Christmas, we're searching around trying to see if we find that taste. And haven't found it yet. I love white chocolate. I like white chocolate more than I like milk chocolate. My granny used to put everything in a tin. So I don't know what actually was in a tin, what stuff she put in a tin. Those cookies, she put them in the cookie jar. Like at Christmas time, she filled the cookie jar up with those. So I don't know what they came in. I don't know if that was one of the things that came in one of those little red and green bags. I don't know. I don't know what they came in. Because those were one of the few things that she actually put in a cookie jar. Because she put everything in either something to a Tupperware container, a crystal glass candy dish, or she had, you know, those decorative Christmas tins of stuff, you know. But those cookies, she filled the candy, you know, the cookie jar with those. She had my granny had a cookie jar that was it looked like a beehive. It was like it had like beehive on one side, and then the other side looked like open honeycomb. And then it had like little decorative bees all over it. You took the lid off, and there was like a stem handle for the lid. You open it up. I remember that cookie jar. In fact, all year, that cookie jar would be full of Fig Newtons because my granny loved Fig Newtons. But from November through New Year's, it was full of those cookies. All the rest of the year, there was nothing in that cookie jar but Newtons. If we made homemade cookies, if she bought some other kind of cookies, they were put in something else. Her cookie jar was full of Fig Newtons all the time, except for Christmas. And then it was full of those Christmas cookies. Excuse me. I don't remember that. I remember there was like, I don't know, I feel like I remember Fig Newton commercials being like a little old granny, like grumpy talking about something. I can't remember, but that's what I remember of Fig Newton cookie. Like little, hey, quit that. Like I remember like a little old lady saying, what? A Newton? Dang, I ate that almost that whole head of lettuce. I remember the California raisins. I remember them dancing on the stage. Heard it through the grapevine. Hey, Larry. And I remember all that. And then the raisin that looked like Michael Jackson. I remember that. Hey, Hash. I remember. I even remember, where's the beef? Give him some that. I gave the guinea pigs just about ahead of you're making cookies live right now or later? You're live now? Yep, I remember that. Okay, we will be over. Oh, I can't do it from this screen. I gotta go in my other thing. This screen don't let you do it. Love you back. He's not live. He's not live yet. I don't know. I want to know. We search. I promise you, we search for those cookies every year. Every year we search for those cookies. Thank you, Woody.
What cookies?
The Christmas cookies I used to have when I was little. Turn it down. You get me copywritten. Yep. They still have bomb pops, but they're teeny tiny now. They have little bitty skinny ones. My favorite bomb pop was the banana fudge. That's my favorite. Was the banana fudge bomb. But now they're like this big around, little skinny. Bomb pops used to be like that.
Oh,
that used to be a big old popsicle. Now they little old bitty skinny little things. I'm like,
which ones with the brown pops?
The ones with the, it's like the red, white, and blue one.
Oh.
And then I like the brown and yellow one.
Yeah.
Those are bomb pops. But they were big when we were little. They were like, I don't even see nothing. They're like that big around. They're as big around as this thing right here.
What?
That was how big
That's
those bar tops
rude.
were. They were huge, weren't they? They were big as round as this. And then later on, when I was like 12 or 13, they came out with the oh, what was the other one called? There was a red one. It was all red. Big. It wasn't a big red. What was it called? I can't remember what the red one was called, but they came out with that red one, and I love that red one too. If the ice cream truck didn't have my banana fudge, and a lot of times they didn't because I guess it wasn't popular, I was a strange person out wanting banana fudge, they had the red one. I can't remember what that one was called. I used to like the sherbet toes with the bubble gums on each toe. You remember that one? The foot and each toe had sherbet. I mean, had bubble gum.
We're gonna add extras, maple syrup.
Okay, Hash is live, y'all. Here's Hash. Let's all go over there and visit with Hash for a little bit. All right. I'm gonna close this one out and we'll go over there and hang out with Hash. He's gonna make some cookies. It's usually 420 because it's Hash, so there'll be 420 cookies, but it says chocolate. You too, Black Storm. See y'all tomorrow.
What are we doing tomorrow?
I don't know yet. We'll
Can
see
we do that
tomorrow.
now?
Do what?
No.